Hurricane Milton storm update. It's about 4 p.m. here in Cape Coral. And we are at low tide. So this is going to come up quite a bit more. And the water's almost over the dock. See the boats blowing around quite a bit. Getting a little more slack in the lines as the tide comes up. Got my spring line going across the canal, and it looks like it snagged a palm frond. Fell out of the tree from all the wind. So another hour or so, this will be over the dock. So we have about 35-mile-an-hour winds with gusts up to almost to 50, I believe, right now. And we're supposed to max out about 70 tonight. It's around midnight. It's going to be tough to see, but I'm going to have to stay up and keep an eye on everything. See, some docks are already getting water. We're at the end of the canal here, and the wind's coming out of the south, which is blowing this way, so waves and breakers are going up down the end of the canal. My guess is it's pretty rough at the end. Let me see if we get a better look. All right, here's our view down the canal. Not too bad. Seen a lot worse. But everything good so far. I'm gonna have to readjust fenders soon over there. They're not doing much good. Well, the wind noise is just unbearable on this part. I didn't have my Bluetooth microphone, but I'm just explaining how I took all the covers off, removed the cushions that are up on the bridge to protect them from blowing away. The large one I tied up there, and I have all these lines going across to hold anything down that might blow off. So, you know, doing the best we can to keep everything on the boat. Here's a bird's eye view that's looking north, is looking east, that's looking south, and again this is about 4 p.m. in Cape Coral, and this is looking west towards Milton, so that's Milton out there in the distance. All right, checking on my neighbor's boat. There's your baby bin. Don't have any fenders, so we don't have to worry about that. Keep an eye on this stern that's swinging out. Slack in these lines so that when the tide goes up, he's not pulling on it too bad. Quite a bit of water over here. Yeah, we're getting good 50-mile-an-hour gusts, I'd say, at least. Gusts should be here in a few hours. All right, we are back out again, and it's only about an hour later from my last video, and you could see how much water has risen already. So we got a good, let's see, I don't know, 4 inches above the dock. That's probably about 2.5 feet above our normal high tide. We've still got a ways to go. So I think it's getting time. I'm going to shut the power off to the pedestal here, just so nothing shorts out. And winds haven't been too bad, but we got a ways to go. All right, here we are, 7 p.m. Hurricane Milton, storm surge, Cape Coral. We still got another 12 hours till high tide, the highest tide we're gonna get. And I got 2 feet of water already at the dock, over the dock. The lines are holding well with the boat. They are hitting the pilings pretty hard. I need to adjust the fenders as the tide goes up. But we're not too bad here. You can see the power pedestal. It's got about another 2 feet before that's submerged. I didn't know how deep the water's gonna get. Got my anchors over here. So I took the pool pump out because I lost that in Hurricane Ian, and that cost about $3,000. So took the pool pump off, saved that. But we have some pretty strong winds now. I'm guessing we're getting gusts 60, 70 miles an hour. It's supposed to be like this right through the night. Name of the game for the rest of the night until tomorrow morning. Checking on the boat, adjusting lines, adjusting fenders. I don't think there's much else I could do out here other than that. In the house, I'll have to get stuff off the floor if it looks like we're gonna get it into the house. But I'm hoping not. They're saying a 4 foot, I don't know, about 5 foot storm surge over at Fort Myers, downtown Fort Myers. So if we get that, it should only make it up to the pool or so, which is fine. I'll just have to keep an eye on the boat. But I'm gonna set up a time-lapse camera so you guys can see the water rising. Hopefully the light is okay. We're almost at dusk here. Something's going on up there. That is our transformer in front of the house. I don't want to get too close to it. I hear things blowing up all over the place. Wow. It is really whipping now. And I still see sparks over my transformer. Not good. All right, so we lost power with all that arcing, transformers, and water is right here under my feet. I gotta get better lights for this. And boats seem to be doing okay. They're still here. Oh, lots of flashing. That's not lightning. Those are transformers that are popping here and there. Yeah, see the blue flash? Whoa. My whole neighborhood lit up like that, and then I lost power. So, yep. Fun times. All right, that's a little bit better with a flashlight. So I moved my solar lights right to the edge of where the water is over here, so I could see if it's rising. I'm able to see the boats a lot better. So it looks like the water is halfway up the pedestal. Seems to be holding at 2 feet over the dock or so. Boats really aren't. Oh, 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 oh! There's more transformers. Fenders are in good spot. Oh, that one moved. I got to move that one over there. Floated around, but the wind is blowing the boats off the dock, so that's actually helping. We haven't had a whole lot of rain either, so that's good news. All right, let me see if I can fix this fender. I can't do it in holding the phone. All right, we're looking all right here. I'll tell you my anchor idea. Oh, I'm going on the side of the house, really windy here. The anchor in the grass really worked out. It's dug in there, but it hasn't moved, so it's pretty secure. That boat is pulling on that line pretty good. Got to watch my other bow line. Might have to loosen that up. Looks a little tight. Bow line to the left, but that chain is acting like a snubber here, cushioning the boat blowing around. So let me loosen that. I keep seeing these sparks in the sky. There's more. I don't know if you could hear it. I could hear them blowing up. But, whoop. Oh, this light went out already? One of my lights went out already. Oh well. Oh, how about that for color? All right, I think I'm gonna have to switch to a bathing suit because I'm getting real wet now walking out there and adjusting lines. All right, we are back. Our power keeps going in and out. And yeah, we came up another 6 inches here. I can still see the top of the power pedestal right over there. Got about another 6 inches or so to go. That pedestal's about 4 feet high, so we're not at 4 feet yet over the dock. Looks pretty deep next to our signpost over there. Let's see how we're doing. Oh yes, grass is getting really soggy now. And oh, it looks like neighbors' boats are getting to a point of floating. Wow. Yep, that's my neighbor's boat, and it is floating now. He was on a lift, and he's bobbing around now. And Happy Hours is really getting the shit kicked out of her. But I'll tell you, I think what's really saving it is that chain line right there. Because that little bow line I have there would not be enough when it's jerking like that. Not in this storm. Yeah, that's definitely doing a good job. Probably saved the boat. So anchors in the lawn are making a big difference. See something sparking over there in my neighbor's yard. I don't know, at his dock. I don't know if that's his electrical outlet sparking or is it a light. So this anchor is underwater now. That's the stern spring anchor over there for After Hours, the Regal. This anchor is almost underwater. This is the stern spring anchor for Happy Hours. Holding nicely, and they're not really dragging either. They haven't moved. And I didn't really bury them. I just kicked them in the mud yesterday. And we have the bow line here for the Regal. Nice, shiny. This guy looks like he dug in a little bit, but they're not moving. They're just digging in right there and not dragging anchor at all, which is great. And the wind is really picking up. And it's about, I don't know, 10:30, something like that. I got to keep an eye on all these other boats around here that might start floating. That could be a problem. But there's only 2 boats over here. My neighbor Carl, he's tied up, strapped to his lift. So even though he's floating, his entire lift is floating underneath it, and he's not going to go anywhere. And the only other boat at the end of the canal this way is also on a lift, and it's tied up also. So if it starts floating, it's not going to go anywhere. So it should be pretty good, but it is deep out here, and I don't want to go in this because I don't want to get wet again. Not yet. Over here. Yeah, wind's really picking up. Everybody's wondering about my dinghy blowing away, but look at all the water in it. That's not going anywhere. I kept the plug in it, and the rain filled it up. But, yeah, it's windy out. Oh, there was a spark. Oh yeah. Let me get out of here.